Joey destroyed this car. Him and his crew. Now this is a testament to the people around Joey that helped make his program so successful. They stayed up all night in the pit area working on this car. And when Joey says that car had no business being on the track for day 2, people listen to me when I say this. That is not an exaggeration. That car had no business being on the track, and he was racing for the win. Okay, that goes back to Joey's crew, the dedication he has from his guys, and the talent in the seat. I thought Joey was going to pull it off and get the win and make it, a historic moment at the Budweiser Nationals. Unfortunately, he came up 4 laps short with borrowed parts. I mean, it was the craziest thing I think I've seen somebody do in a late model in a long time. Because Joey, I didn't think you guys were going to get that car fixed.
Yeah, man, I didn't. Yeah,
yeah. We were leaving the hotel for the track when these guys came in to catch a nap and take showers. And I'm not kidding you when I say that. Remember that, Joey?
Oh, yeah, man. Full of dirt.
You guys look like you've been rolling in the mud all night. Oh.
Look like little rascals hanging out in a dirt pile all night long. Yeah,
yep. Exactly what it looked like. Yeah. Well, I hope, Joey, I know that, as a friend, I'm talking as a friend, let's get all the racing stuff aside. As a friend, I hope that you get to make it to the Budweiser Nationals, whoever you decide to commit to, if you get the opportunity.
We'll see. I mean, I want to go. I do. So if anybody's listening, I'm willing to go. And if I'm going to go, and I'm going to win if I go. I mean, there's just no ifs and buts about it.
This is what I love about Joey Tanner right there. This dude.
It's not cocky. It's being confident. I'm pretty confident in saying that I could go there and win that race.
This is what makes great drivers great. This is what makes great quarterbacks great or great point guards. You go into the game saying, I'm going to win this game. Give me the ball. I want the last shot. Throw me the ball. The game's on the line. This is Joey Tanner in a stock car. This is why Earnhardt was so great. The thought of losing never crosses his mind. See what I'm saying? Joey is the same way. Joey, I don't care what anybody says about you. I appreciate that about you. I will tell you that because...
dude, I know there's a lot of people that don't like it, but that's why I keep saying that. That's why I keep doing it because, I'm confident enough in my own driving abilities and setup, that if you think you can, a good driver thinks they can go to any track in the country or West Coast in particular and win, and I think I've proven that. So I think I would say it's a safe bet to say that I could do it. So... And I've proven it there the last couple of years that I've been top 3 car, top 2 car. So,
can't disagree with it. And
it's not out of the ballpark, that's for sure.
I love it. I love the fact because I'll tell you, when I played football from the ages of 11 to 30, before I had my stroke and had to quit, and there wasn't one time I went on the field thinking we're going to lose this game. No, I started my career as a receiver and cornerback and got moved to linebacker, and I went on the field every time thinking, you know what, that running back gets the ball, game on. I'm going to hit him as hard as I possibly can. No regard for my body or his. Somebody's going out. You know what I mean? This is Joey. And that's, I love that, what people want to call it cocky, call it swag, call it confidence, whatever you want. You have to have that element in your mind to be successful. You have to. And I don't care what anybody says about Joey. Or I don't, that's one Joey I've always appreciated about that, about you, is that you come in thinking, you know what, I'm going to win this race.
Some people think it's cocky, and I get a lot of crap about it, but,
and that
if you know me, I'm not cocky, half the time I'm joking, but,
you'd fit right in with
about
us.
Being confident,
Yeah, if you ever decide you're done racing.
People don't like it when I talk like that.
Well, Darren's got a different approach. Darren's the silent assassin guy, and you're the guy in the front line like Rambo with a machine gun going, come on, you sons of, let's get it on. You know what I mean?
Marshmallows.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
But, if you ever decide you're done racing cars permanent, you've got a spot here with the Moxie team, I'll tell you that, because you're fitting great.
Oh, yeah. It'd be like Dale Jr.
Absolutely. That's
right.
right.
Racing, go in the booth.
Why not?
Yeah.
Gordon did it. Waltrip did it.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Man, I'm excited to see what the future holds for you as far as your modified deal. We'll see how long you last in modifieds, whether that's 10 years or you come back to late models in 2. I don't know. But
he'll come back to late models in 2.
I don't know.
I give it a year.
No, he'll be building the late model in 2021.
I don't know, but Joey tends to get in it deep, and I think right now he's got something to prove.
This is Sandy. You're going to build a late model in 2021, believe me.
I don't know. We'll see. Funding isn't that great, so it's just, people got to understand it's just me here. I don't. So we'll see. We'll see. I just say, we'll see how this goes.
Well, you've done really well so far, so we'll see.
Yes, absolutely. And man, I want to give you the opportunity. I know you had a great championship year, your second year in a row. I want to give you an opportunity to throw some some sponsors' names out there to give them a shout out for helping you out in the 2019 season.
Oh, for sure. I appreciate that. I've got to thank Eastside Paving's been with me since I started racing when I was 13. Whistler Construction, Jimmy Whistler, Go Plumbing with Gray Ferrando, Frisbee Family, Chris Frisbee and his wife Melody, Commercial Industrial Auctioneers, FYE Promotions. Thank you guys for, supporting me for all the years, whether I'm racing at your track or not. I got to thank X Factor Race Cars, obviously Mike Miller. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had the car I had. You've helped me out a lot throughout my career. You probably still keep helping me. And then Warpaint Graphics, Mesh Shock Therapy, Olin's by Duties, and Discount Race Car Parts with the Weinbarger family who always helped me, and obviously my family and the crew. Couldn't do it without them, for sure.
Awesome. It's been a good couple years in the late model to back-to-back titles. I think the last 2 years you've ended up with 25 or 26 wins. Am I right when I say that?
Yeah, 26, about 26. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Close.
That's a pretty good 2-year run. Yeah, that's absolutely really good. And the
when
number,
you look at that, that's pretty good.
It really is. And the number of tracks, it's not just winning those at one track. It's the number of tracks you've done it, and that goes to show that you understand your race car and setup and not just the driving aspect, but it's understanding the total package underneath you. And I think you've set yourself towards the top of the list when it comes to that late model division. We'll see. We'll see what 2020 brings with you with the modifieds. I want to wish you all the best of luck, and I want to say, thanks for taking time to come on West Coast Wide Open. It's not your first appearance on here. You've been here multiple times, but like I said, it's always good to have you on. We don't know what's going to happen, and that's what makes this deal so fun with you.
Take it easy.
Yeah. Well, stay tuned.
No kidding. Joey, hopefully, we'll see at the Budweiser Nationals. If it all works out, let me know. We'll get something put up for your fans on Moxie Meat Promotions. And
yeah, dude, I'll know by the end of the weekend. So
good deal.
Yeah, so I'll have an answer about if it's going to happen by the end of the weekend, unless the California guy calls me and wants me to come drive one of their cars.
Well, but you know what? Listen, here's the thing. I wouldn't put that past anybody right now, knowing that Joey has an open opportunity to jump in any car that that he wants. Best of luck, Joey. Hopefully, we'll see you down there. Great luck on the future of your racing career. I think you're going to be very successful, and stay in touch, and we'll do the same.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll stay in touch.
All right, Joey. Have a good night.
Have a good one, Joey.
Bye, Joey. You too, Sandy. Bye.
That was Joey Tanner. Man, this kid. He's not. I call him a kid because he's so much younger than I am. But Joey. I want to say he's 26 years old.
Well, I think you're a kid.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's because you're old.
It's all perspective.
I keep forgetting that.
Joey did make some points. Some people call it cocky. Some people call it what you want.
We've always adored Joey, though.
Joey is
always.
Joey is the confidence that oozes from this young man. I mean, I've been an athlete my whole life. Anybody that knows me knows that it started off. We used to own a skating rink when I was a kid. I grew up on speed skates. I grew up racing go-karts. I grew up in track and field. I grew up playing basketball and football from the ages of 11 to 30. Confidence at any athletic level. I don't care if it's Pee-wee sports or the NFL or any other major division. You have to have an incredible amount of confidence.
I call it banter. You got to know your banter.
When
depending on the sport.
It's all mind. You can train your body to do anything. But your mind is going to get you every single time. And that's where the confidence comes in. It might come across as cocky, whatever. But nobody that's on a professional level goes into, I hope I win. Or I think I'm going to win. No. You go in saying, hey, I'm going to kick butt and take names.
Right.
That's the way you do it.
And
it's
more
a
often,
mind game.
Absolutely. And more often than not, when Joey says he's going to go do something, he does it.
He does.
Now, there's been a couple times things didn't work out. It's not going to happen all the time. But you don't change your mindset. You don't change your mindset. That is something that makes your brain function the way it does. And when you're in a race car, there's a lot going on at one time, and there's so many variables that will prevent somebody from winning, whether it's a flat tire, a wreck, a driver not being confident, a driver making mistakes because he's too worried about what somebody else is doing. See what I'm saying? There's too many things mechanically that can go wrong. That typically doesn't happen. That did happen a couple times this year with Joey, a couple rear ends that broke, took him out of the race. But otherwise, he's on his game mechanically, mentally, physically. You know what I'm saying? That he's kind of got everything wrapped up right now, and if he can continue doing that, he's gonna be successful for a long time. But I like it. I like the fact that he says, you know what? Okay, let me ask you a question, and this is what we're talking about. How many fans? And think about none of us were alive. Dave might have been when this happened.
I don't know what he's going to say, but
he wasn't. I was trying to be funny.
Hey,
but
I remember the Ark.
Listen,
Back
what
in
did
19
people think then? Let's go back then when it happened. What did people think when Babe Ruth came out to the plate and pointed to where he was going to hit the next home run? Did they sit there going, that cocky SOB?
no, because
But
it
what
was
happened?
the thing back
What
then.
happened?
Politics
He
is
hit the
different.
ball exactly where he pointed, knocked the ball out of the park, and hit the game-winning home run. Okay, that right there is Joey Tanner in a race car.
Ooh.
You have to have that confidence. You look at what people. Okay, look at the reaction people have in this generation when they see the video of Babe Ruth walking out and pointing his bat to where he's going to put that ball out of the park. People, I'm getting chills now thinking about it as an athlete, thinking about it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. When Mike Tyson walks up and says, I'm going to murder this guy in 4 rounds. You know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? He got it. People hated it when he did it. That generation. Now they look back going, man, Mike put that dude out in 4 rounds. Muhammad Ali put him out. He'd call his shots. I'm talking about the greats. This is what it's a frame of mind that makes people great. And Joey's got
it. He does.
Joey's got that. Now there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people right now in this generation, because they're in it, look at Joey and go, I just wish he would shut up.
Jealousy.
But then there's other people going, yes, did you hear what Joey said? I love that. You know, you're going to have that. You're going to have the people that don't call them haters. I don't want to say they're haters, but they have a different approach. Now, 20 years down the line, they're going to go, man, I was there the night Joey said, you know what? I'm going to the back to show everybody I can win. I'm going to show that you can win from the back. This is a Joey Tanner moment. He did this. He called into this show and said, you know what? It's the last race of the year. We're doing this stupid deal where you're starting the fast cars up front. I'm going to the back. I'm going to show everybody you can win.
And he did.
How many great racers have you known that say, well, I might do okay tonight?
No,
None.
The
not
winners
one of
are the
them.
guy
None.
that says,
How many
I'm gonna
great
do
people?
this.
Yeah.
How many great people in business ever say that? How many great people in anything ever say
They
that?
don't.
What would happen if Donald Trump, and when he filed bankruptcy the first time, said, you know, I hope I can make it back? You know what he said? His bankruptcy? Pff, bring on the next venture. Let's do it. You know what I mean? This is it's in your head. You're either your best friend or your own worst enemy. And right now, Joey's his best friend.
You gotta
Joey
be a
is
positive thinker.
You
period.
know, I'm kind of excited to see the 111. I don't know if it's going to be 111. If it's going to
It
be
will be
there,
111 at
or-
the Bud Nationals, regardless of
Okay.
who's in it. I have confirmed that.
That's kind of cool. It's going to be kind of a bittersweet thing because I've really enjoyed watching him the last couple of years down there.
So let me ask you this. Let's put this scenario into play for the Budweiser Nationals. Joey Tanner. Okay, let's stay on Joey for just a second here. Budweiser Nationals roll around. Joey Tanner shows up to race in
Whose
a different car.
Not in the 111.
Right, in a different car against the car he just dominated the Northwest with for the last 2 years. Now he's in a different car and has to race against that car.
That'll be
You know what
fun.
Joey's going to say? I'm coming in to win the race. It
Well-
ain't the car. It ain't the car. The car's got something to do with it. It's a good race car. But Joey doesn't care about that. He doesn't care if it's 35 or 46 or 38 or 111 on the door. He's coming in to win. That's just how he rolls.
It's like you take your KT, run it on the track. I jump in your KT, run on the track. I already know
You're going to go
I'm
off.
not going to get close to what you just got.